I am here with Alish, aka Nugs. Alish, what did you do this weekend? What's that on your shoulder?
Oh, which one?
Oh, man's flexing already.
Let's just throw that away. We topped the
Slam the regional mat down.
That's right, the first top.
Congratulations, now you've been grinding for a while, haven't been playing for that long. Very good you got this top this early.
Yeah, no, I was pretty surprised. I've been playing for like a year. I was telling everyone I'm just there to have fun. I wasn't taking it seriously whatsoever, and I just so happened to make top. So
having fun and clapping cheeks, that's what it's all about.
That's right, that's right.
So what did you play for this event?
So this event I was playing Bysstial Spright with just a few hand traps. Fairly standard deck list. Pretty much it, yeah.
And why did you choose Bysstial Spright over another deck like Tear? We all know this is a Tier 0 format.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So I naturally progressed from SwordSoul. I think anyone who's played SwordSoul will find Spright very, very easy to transition to. And I couldn't be bothered to think, you know, the Tier requires a lot of thinking, requires a lot of skill, of which I'm not capable of either.
Smooth brain maneuvers.
That's right. Shout out to my smooth brain players. So I really like the deck. It's very simple. It's pretty like tic-tac-toe-ish. So yeah, I was all right with it.
And before we get into the spice, you got any shouts to give?
Oh, do I? Where's my list?
Oh, mine came prepared.
Shout outs. So first shout outs go to my cameraman, Gilles Dallas.
Come on.
Osama, my 5-star Uber. Danielle and Alex, who accompanied us at the Chancellor Regional. And Amar, who accompanied us in spirit. Shout out Sneak Attack Games. Without them, I wouldn't be here, wouldn't have met you, wouldn't be enjoying this game, and made the friends that I've made. Shout out to my fellow Decepticons. You know who you are. Shout out to Jake Quincy. You know, hashtag Metafy. Sign up, get signed up, guys. 2 of his students are top ICSs, and you're looking at one who's just topped the regional. So there's definitely something to be had there. Let's see who we got. Kirk. Shout out Kirk, that's my uncle right there. Top Nats. We soon follow in his footsteps. And final shout outs, of course, how could we forget? Yam Yam Cards and JY.
Oh, okay, without further ado, let's get straight into the spice.
Let's go. Bear with. Alright, so like the name suggests, Bysstial Spright. We'll start with the Bystials. 3 Magnemite, 3 Druid Swarm, 3 Saranir. Nothing really to explain other than I used to run Mask Change 2. And as it was all right, but I found that they just make a Bystial and just run it over, and it was just pretty crap. However, with the addition of 3 more Bystials instead of 3 Mask Change 2, I found that they're less likely to make their own board. You know, you're interacting with your opponent, preventing them from playing, and gaining a huge advantage with Bystials. That's that.
What did you think of the ratio? Did you ever feel like 9 may have been too much for any rogue matchups?
I mean, for instance, I wouldn't say Flowandereeze rogue, but that was it. I guess none of them really matter when you play against them. But no, it was fine. To be honest, having 9 makes it a lot easier to side, because in this deck, Saranir is practically the worst one. So I'm always siding one Saranir out, and depending on what I'm siding in, I might just go for the second one. But no, I found that when I transitioned from the Mask Change package to this, the deck felt a lot better. You know, if you open 2 Bystials in your hand, you're doing great. You're doing pretty well. You know, you just make Beatrice on your turn, send Angler, and you're off to the races. And we'll then proceed to the Spright part. 3 blue, 3 jet, pixies, red and pink, 3 starter, 1 smashers. And for me, I main the 1 double cross. Nothing really here to discuss. This is just standard stuff. I mean, I like pixies. If you have it in hand and you can use it in a battle phase, it's great to sack your opponent with. Otherwise, it's another body to make Gin Buster.
Extension's always nice.
That's right. I played a trap because I run a Testudo Rat Newman. You know, lock your opponent out. Works really, really well. And in the event that you don't really have that card, you know, to be able to just steal a monster, you know, and attach it to your XCs or banish a target from grave, it's pretty good, I find. That's that. Switch that one over there.
Do you think you'd change these ratios moving forward, even into the new format with a new set?
I'm honestly not too sure. I think there's a new card coming out, right? A Gyro or whatever, Knight of Gyro. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty happy with what it is so far. I'd say with the Spright package. 2 Swat Frog, 1 Testudo, 2 Nimble Angler, 3 Nimble Beaver. Play 2, You summon the first one, dump the second. And when you summon the second from grave with elf, dump this, and hopefully you search your trap and proceed to lock. Fairly standard. Works great. It's awesome when you obviously open these two.
Did you ever consider playing 3-toed for that reason? You could also summon off Swap Frog now Super Poly, seeing less play.
That is true. I'm not too sure. At the event, I definitely saw a lot of Super Poly, and at the locals I've been playing quite recently, there's a lot of Super Poly going around. I guess the argument is there to be made because you just end up with a free body. I'm not too sure, to be honest. It's definitely worth trying. Right now we're at 41 with the deck. Very consistent. I wouldn't like to make it less so. Go to the hand traps. Other than the Bystials, we have free
Best part of the deck.
Imperm, free Ash. Yeah, pretty great. Everyone's saying Ash is pretty shit this format. I tend to agree and disagree. I mean, for the event, I didn't see it quite often, but yeah, I've been finding that I would like to test and try the idea and play maybe Vela. Not only is it another one of these against Tear and any other rogue deck, it's also a target for your Bystials in grave. Last but not least, a few spells. We have free Plot Prosperity and the one Tactics. So shout out to Jake. He made a video recently discussing why one Tactics in main going forward. I thought I'd give it a try, and it's been working out really, really well. With my game against the 1-tier player at the regional, with this card, I ended up taking one of their bodies and Ninja Mosquito and proceed to burn them because I now had enough bodies to just OTK. So that's the main deck. We're at 41. Pretty happy with it. Going forward, like I said earlier, I would like to try Vela, or potentially maybe DD Crow, but I'm not too sure about it. I got to give it a try. We got a regional this weekend. You and me are going to.
Yes,
so
we do.
We'll perhaps give it a test there. So we go to side. Here it comes. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. The goo, as people call it. We are playing free Shifter.
Oh, very gooey already.
Plus the Gamma Burst. I've been saying this card is broken since it came out, and everyone's been shitting on me. But now I think people are slowly coming to my way of thinking. Yeah, you do this against most players. They're just gonna hopefully pass, Bagooski you or pass, and then you just kill them. Fantastic.
Easy enough.
Playing free Different Dimension Ground.
I really like DDG. How did you find it compared to any other cards you could be playing for going first?
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty good. There was a game where I saw both D-Shifter and DDG, and it let me just continue, just set the DDG and just continue playing, having the confidence knowing that it's basically 6 copies of Shifter is how it was explained to me. I was at a YCS recently, YCS Dortmund. I played against an Italian pro. And he just gave me the idea, and he was like, well, you like Shifter so much and you like Gamma Burst, you might as well play this. This is potentially 6 of these, and well, if you add it, it makes total 6. So it worked really well. I had a game where I had one in hand, proceeded to play my turn and use Prosperity, and there was 2 of them in there. I didn't go for it. I would have thought my opponent would have been able to read and be like, oh, he's got it in his hand. On his turn, flipped him, and that pretty much ended him right there and there. Running free Evenly Match. It's great against Tear, great against SwordSoul, great against Spright. Didn't really see it, to be honest. Pretty crap against Flu, but that's Flowandereeze for you. We have the free Lightning Storm. Didn't really know what to put going first, but you know what? This was great. Face SwordSoul. During the weekend, there was a lot of SwordSoul, there was a lot of Spright at Chelmsford. Pretty fun. Yeah, it worked really, really well. Just clear the back row, clear the front row, whichever one. Depends on your hand, depends on who you're playing. But yeah, great card.
I really like Lightning Storm with SwordSoul going up in representation. That card's really underrated against that deck.
Yeah, but definitely. And then lastly, the very most important boys, the Red Resonator and the Volcanic Scattershot. Now this I think I sided in. Unfortunately, I didn't have to use it. But Red Resonator, you know what they say, this is great in time. Unfortunately, that is a thing we have to deal with in the game. I've learned that the hard way, the very hard way, and so has my opponents. But other than that, you know what, it's good. You summon it, and you get to summon another body from your hand. So there's also that.
Do you think playing 2 is necessary, or do you think you could potentially cut down to 1 to have more space in the side?
I think you can definitely cut down to 1. but it truly depends, I think, on the format. Now, the reason why Rocket Volcanic Scout Shot was in there was because I was playing it in Dortmund. You know, people are going to mill you out. They're hopefully going to hit this. But with the advent of Spright Sprint, that is another line you can go for. If your time is low, send this, burn them, proceed to make Gigantic, summon this, and gain life points. Just extend the gap even more. And I don't really know how tier players would really, if you're facing against tier, would they shuffle this back in? I hope they wouldn't. Otherwise, there's a chance for them to mill this for me and learn them. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I think this can definitely go. I don't really know what else I'd put in. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty happy with the side, but there's definitely rooms for improvement, I think.
Okay, great. Now on to the extra deck.
Oh, right. How could I have forgotten? I thought that was it.
Almost.
All right, so fairly standard. If you're playing Sword Frog, you play Totally Awesome. I paid 2 Gigantic, 1 Sprint, 3 Elf, Fantastic in the grind game, and one of my targets for Prosperity, IP, Dark, Avramax with IP. Now this card I'm not going to do just yet because I would like to discuss it. Beatrice, you've got your 2 Bystials, you make this, you send Angler, and you proceed to play the game. The 1 Gin Buster, like I said, Spring, Jet or Blue, make this, another Monster Negate, burn them for 500. It does come up. We have the Ninja Mosquito. I like to think, not really the MVP. I barely played it at the event, but when it did come up, it was fantastic. Like if you played it through the tier board, you've played for everything, and you can make this, and you have 3 bodies. You pretty much win the game there and then.
Yeah, I like it. It's a better catch shark.
Yeah, 100%. We have the 1 Zeus.
Zeus. Love this card.
Yeah.
Best boy.
I didn't even know it had a second effect where if your monsters die, you just what do? You attach. I don't even know.
Well, I blew his mind. This was sick.
Yeah. And then lastly, we played the 1 Donna Kebab. The reason why I played this card was because I was actually looking for a Virus Swordsman. I was just looking for a Link 2 that was big enough to beat over Baguska. Couldn't find it, so I just played this instead. And now the more I think about it, because the card has arrived, and we're going this weekend for the regional. Now that I do think about it, I'm not too sure which one I'd prefer, this or Virus Swordsman, because if we go down the Virus Swordsman route, we're going to end up using our battle phase to clear Baguska and then continue playing. Whereas if we have this, we do this in our main phase, pop the Baguska, and then continue playing. But I guess the argument can be made here and there that, if you've potentially shifted them and they've just, they made Baguska, all they could have done is Baguska, then you're in a winning position. The statistics are there to say that, they're going to be low on cards, they've milled either terribly or they just got nothing. So there's definitely something I need to ponder over more. I'm still not too sure. Definitely, I've got to try them out and see. But the one time I did try to make this, it got negated. So it didn't really matter in the end, but something to think on.
It's definitely good to have a Baguska out, especially when you shifted them. A lot of the times it's just make a Baguska pass against tier. Yeah,
I thought I played against Danielle at locals before we went to the regional, and he made it. There I am smugly with my shifter, thinking I did something, and he just Baguska passed, and I looked at my hand. Even with all the Bystials, I couldn't really do anything. I didn't have the Druid Worm to send his card to the grave, unfortunately. And other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, thanks for showing us the goo. Any last words?
No, not really. If anybody ever sees me at events, come say hi. I'm always looking to make friends,
networking. Some may say.
Networking, that's right. Do some trades. #trades. And then hopefully see everyone in the future. We'll see you at YCS London. We'll see you at all the other regionals, Nats, Euros, whatever it is, man. If you see me, just say hi. Thank you.